Hey gang, Game Face here, and it's time for more Planet Coaster. Right now I'm looking at fixing some of the things I don't like. And there's a lot of them. I really. There's a lot of little things about this track that I want to change. Most of which is based around this. My excitement looking at all these numbers, I would have thought that it would be higher than 6.2. Like, it's hard to find a number here. You know, yeah, there's a 3 over here. Why is there a 3 over here? With the block section. So, and we got one there, and down here. Oh, and of course up at the top. So, overall, the excitement doesn't look too bad. I think what's really affecting it is the fear. I think everywhere there's a lot of fear, for some reason, it's taking away from the excitement. That's all I can think of. So I need to fix that. And like, there's a huge amount of fear here. Well, actually, you know, now that I look at it, the fear's isn't that bad. I don't know why. Oh, why? It's all the results have gone away. Go figure. So I'm not sure why. Certain things have such a high fear value. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, why do we have such a high fear value coming through here when this is just a simple, you know, around the corner? And yet we've got like a loop here, and at the very bottom of that loop, the fear's, you know, borderline. So this is the things we need to figure out. What's going on? It's like the game's just like, it's paused. Okay, it's paused. That's what's going on. One thing that disappoints me about this game, that I can't, you know, if I could ride a test. Oh, what's going on? What just happened? I think test failed. What the hell just happened? What? Okay, so I didn't do that. I have this little thing here. I didn't do that. How did that happen? Oh, it seems I did do it somehow. Okay, I deleted part of the... Okay, I never went into build mode, so that's kind of weird. We were looking at this thing in here. I'm confused. Maybe I did go into build mode. Maybe I was. Okay, so seems the chat is ready to display messages. Okay. Will it display a message if I type it in? Okay, here we go. Took forever. Maybe this thing's too high. Or maybe this coaster, this type of coaster isn't supposed to go that fast. Can't see any levels right now, though. I wish I could. This is what I want to be looking at. Maybe I need to be in build mode. Okay, so now we're back to the top of the Norwegian Loop. Is it a Norwegian Loop? We're gonna go around this thing, this downward helix. And then from the downward helix... Oh, I understand. I see there's a problem there. But I don't understand why there's so much fear because of it. But we'll have a better reading of that immediately here. Now that we're doing some testing. The results haven't come through yet. And... like, everything looks good through most of it. But I don't know which track... The problem with this is that you don't know which car it's measuring. You know... Yeah, car 1, 2, and 3, and it's measuring car 1. Which is car 1? Or train 1? It's an unknown. And I don't like unknowns. Okay, so maybe this needs to go down and have a smoother or a lower transition and then come up. Which would make sense. Why is this stopped? Why have you stopped? I thought we fixed that. What happened? Where'd it go? Oh. It's like I'm done. Poof. Why did it stop? That's not fair to anybody. Okay, let's go in and edit. Okay, yeah, I guess I wasn't editing when I was doing all that. That was the only way to get the heights. Okay, so this here is bad. This needs to twist flat. And that twisted flatness, if that makes any sense, needs to continue. I guess I did this wrong, in a way. Of course I did. But I wanna look at this. Where does this thing actually end? Okay, so it ends over here. This is where we're coming out of the... Maybe I want to take this to here and continue it down. Let it, you know, it seems to randomly do two different types of movements. It does movements where it takes the entire piece you've selected and moves it down as one piece, and other times it just bends it in the middle. It's hard to build track when it changes the way it moves things. You know what I mean? If I select more than one another little bend. Doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. See, I'm guessing the problem is, as soon as you throw people into the equation and trains having to wait, I might end up having a train waiting here. What I really need is like a double drop here. Like, this is a block section, and I need a block section coming out here. Which, like, so it's almost like I need to raise this whole thing up, like, 5 feet. Maybe not 5 feet, 4 feet, 3 feet, a meter. And do that. I wonder what the fear looks like here now. It's absolutely terrible. They're like, they come out of this loop going, oh my god, we're all going to die. It's worse than before, I think. But the problem being is it's the loop. Huh? I don't know. I don't know. But I never claimed to know, so that's a rough ride, people. Glad you were willing to take it. Take one for the team. Whoa, that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm hoping that's smoother. It's not, is it? It's still all bumpy and horrid. Yeah, it is kind of bumpy and horrid. But it's probably better because look, the fear's already down to 4.91. Or does the fear actually depend on which car's coming in? Because I did find that sometimes the excitement depended on which car was coming in, which is kind of stupid. But I can almost see why if one of them has to stop on a block. See, why did it do that? Again, it operated on a massive track scale. It bent the whole thing at the same angle and left, as opposed to spreading it out across the thing. I don't know why it does that. Okay, fix that. Did it do it here? Not really. I think I might need a little bit more here. And just to... No, if I lower that any... Yeah, see, I can't lower that. If I lower that, this doesn't have enough energy to go through here. That's not good. Okay, so that might be better. Basically, we've made this loop, the downward helix, bigger. Now, again, this seems like it's... Yeah, it is. So when I smooth over all this... Hey, Boom Shaker. Oh, I know. I have that week booked off. I'm gonna be actually off work for that week for some reason. It just happened to work out that way. So yeah, the 27th. Could be good. Okay, so now have I got that flat now? You know, there's not like zero curve in it. It may look like it's sort of. But that transition should be good. There should be no fear. You should not be scared of this track. But again, I'm not getting any numbers, so I don't know. I'm still awaiting. There must be some numbers. There must be some information here. Okay, that track doesn't line up with those numbers. So it's probably not these numbers, because that says that's a 9.6 still. That's absolutely terrifying. But again, I have no totals. So what are we doing here, game? What are we waiting for? Hello? It's on a gamecation. That didn't make much sense. Game's gone to another theme park. What is going on? I don't get it. So we got one stopped here. We're in the middle of a test. Come on. Come on, frame rate. We got one just sitting here. At a block section. This is sitting here at a block section. This is sitting here at the station. And none of them are going anywhere. What the hell? How is that even a thing? Okay, so when I stopped the test, it took one car and put it here. It took another car and put it here. And okay. Computer froze. Probably not a good thing. Driver issues. Okay, so what's going to happen here? I don't understand what it just did to itself. It basically it shut itself down for some reason. Is it just because of testing? For some reason they're completely terrified of this. And this. They're also terrified of this. Which at this point you'd think they would be like, oh, that's nothing compared to, you know, other stuff. I'm gonna have to fix that too. They're probably terrified of that too. They're just a bunch of scared people. That's the only people who come to my park. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so is this still going? Are we gonna get some numbers out of this, or are you just gonna stop it again? Am I gonna have to concern myself with all this? So this is going. Where's number 3? Number 3. Okay, here's number 1. I don't know if it's number 1. Ah! I've never gotten 3 working properly on a track. This looks good right now. Again, all I want is a set of numbers. You will not give me a set of numbers. It's like almost like you're saying nobody has finished the course. I guess this guy coming in might have been the last guy, the guy who was at the station when we started this test. And that's the only way you get it, is that last guy. Or the only guy who's run the whole train. It can't put together the results from one piece with one car running with another piece of another car running. If you follow. So this should give me results right now? No? Maybe? No? No results for you! No results. So we got results. But we're back to the old numbers. I somehow made it worse. How have I made it worse? Yeah, I thought I made it better. Why are they... like... What are we looking for in fear? Is 2.2... Why is it painting 2.2 red? And yet... like, we don't have enough fear? Okay. They're not scared enough dropping off that edge. We'll have to fix that. And the fear here is extremely high for some reason. Why? Okay, so not enough fear going up here. And then our highest fear is a 9.6. So that 9.6 is basically driving all that fear to 8.71, because there's not even an 8.7. You know, 9.6, and then the next highest number is 8.24. So this 9.6 is our entire problem right here. This is where things have gone wrong. This is what we need to... What? 4.86. What? Okay, so crazy, you say? It's not crazy. I'm not crazy yet. Okay, so if I take that, I'll wait till you go by, because, you know, I know how picky you are about me moving things while you're moving over them. I understand that pickiness. I understand why you would, like, not like me to do that. Is this something we can do? Is this a possibility to fix all this? Once we're done all this, none of this will be a problem anymore? I don't think that's the case. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's going up. Okay. You. Let's fix all this. Smooth it all out. Make it all beautiful. Can we smooth all into this? Can everything be all smooth? Can everybody just be smooth together? And then... like, I you don't seem to mind this. This is just like, yeah, this is awesome. So what's all the fear about this little bit of itty bitty corner here? I just don't understand. What's the difference? Okay, here they come. Here they come. Let's look at the fear. Let's look at their fear. Can we see it in their eyes? It's a 9.6. Up it goes. Yay. 8.9. Now we can see. I can see an average of an 8.7. Oh, look, 8.71. So it all depends on which car you're sitting in. Maybe we need to look at the cars. Maybe there's something wrong with some of those cars, and maybe the wheels are loose on one of them, and it makes it really scary, or something. Because otherwise, I don't understand what the hell is going on. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Everything's gonna be fine. We'll figure this out. I don't see the numbers changing. That's it. You know, I have somehow pumped the numbers up. And the next time somebody gets a full run over the whole thing, this is bound to go up. Well, actually, no. The next car that comes in, which was that guy who just passed that. Okay, here comes another guy. Actually, this guy going here is the guy that... I don't know anymore. Is it like... I'm just going to stay at 8.71? We're in 8.71? Nobody knows being in 8.71 better than me. I don't know. Oh, there's a 9.4 and a 9.3 and a... They're scared of this. Like, okay. Let's make it bigger. And scarier. Maybe it's not the size they're scared of. They're just scared. Why no numbers? Okay, so every time I change something that's a prefab part, it seems to delete my numbers. Will this give me new numbers? You got any new numbers for me, buddy? Can we sort this all out and get some numbers up here? You'd think with 3 trains I'd get numbers more often, but you seem to get them less often. You'd think I would get them 3 times as much. This guy though, he seems to be on a traincation. He's like going slow. Look, not 8. It's worse. I don't know how I made it worse. I lowered it here. Look, it's only 8s. Oh, I guess 8.67 is lower than 8.71. What am I talking about? I did lower it. But the 9... Why is my nose itchy? Okay, I don't expect any of you to know the answer to that. Okay, so... This is our major culprit here, right here. This 9.59. That's the worst thing in this whole track, according to people. To what people say. This 8 isn't so good either. And there's all this. I have an idea. I have a scheme. I mean, I have a possible way to fix this. Wow, I did not think it would do that. I thought that would screw everything up. Okay, so what I want to do is take this. And hopefully it doesn't go... Okay, I'm going to bend it in the middle for you. It is. It's bending it in the... Okay. We're just going to take that... No, I moved it. I moved it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Can we move it? Move it, move it, move it. It's like, no, I only want to move like millimeters at a time. So if you want to move this a few feet, you're going to have to wait a week. Is that... I want more. Okay, over here maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so, we're gonna end up with a little bit more fear there. Because of this wibble wobble. Wibble wobble. What the hell's a wibble wobble? This wobbly bit. This. You, sir. Come on. Seriously. Which way is bigger? Which way is bigger? Is this way bigger? Or is this way bigger? It responds so slowly that you never know what's going on. But I don't want any of these. Okay, there we go. I hit escape. Like, you probably heard the key. Hitting the key. And it took, like, ages. Okay, so. If I move this up, does it get bigger? Okay, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. Getting bigger. Yeah, okay. So, now we need to, do some fixing. I should have never built this. This type of coaster. I'm terrible at building this type of coaster. I don't know why. Okay, so if I take this, let's get rid of this spear thing. Not that we don't need it, we just don't need it now. And let's take this, move it as well. Not doing anything anymore. Well, that really kind of hit me in the ass, didn't it? Now it's even more crooked. And somehow trains are backing up. How's this happening? How is this happening? Why don't you explain anything to me, game? Yeah, forget you. Come on. Why does this look all crooked? Because of course I moved it from there, didn't I? So I ended up just moving my problem from down there to up here. Wasn't that special? Okay, is everybody going now? I've got you on the way to the top. Somebody should have passed here by now. Oh no, there's a guy at the bottom. Okay, so you are the first guy. So now they're loading cars with people. People are actually risking their lives to get on this and ride this. Okay, so my first train is coming in. Here he is. So we should have numbers right away, right? Right, game? Or no? Why are you stopped? Why are you stopped? What the hell's wrong? Don't you understand how coasters work? Seriously, you're not supposed to be stopped. What are you waiting for? The other block section is here, and the car is already at the station. Why are you stopped? They just stopped. They're like, fuck it, we're not doing anything from here. Why should we do anything? We're trains on a coaster. We shouldn't have to do anything. And now it's stopped. It's just all blocked up because this clown is just sitting there. Make any sense? Oh yeah, that's it. I select this piece of track and it moves the whole damn thing up and down. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so if I take this and make it not a block section, then I select this, then I select this, and move this down. Then it'll move it. Then I choose this again. Then I choose this again. And make it a block section. Okay, so, again, loading up the cars. I just don't understand what's happening here. I can't understand why how I can possibly with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block sections. I'm having problems with 3 cars. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. Got the stop click, but didn't get the start click. Okay, I'm just sitting here looking like an idiot. More so than usual. Okay. First car leaving the first block section. Second car leaving its block section. Third car leaving its block section. So, car number 1 heading up to the second block section, but because there's nothing at the third block section, car number 1 should just continue as normal. Drum roll, please. Theft reported. Like, again, I wish I could pause this game while I was testing. It just doesn't make sense that I have to run the park while I'm testing a track. So, the first one is past. Right now, the second one is coming down the first section. The first one is actually coming around the bow tie and will be coming to the last block section any moment. So here we go. This is passing this block section, and it should just move on. Because the other one's already passed here. Now, this one, because nobody's in the third block section, should just pass this block section. No problem. Okay. So, yeah. Block section number 2 is clear. Block section, like the station block, is now occupied. So that means that nobody can continue from here. This guy's already going. This guy should be able to pass clearly because there's nobody between this block section and this block section. And now this guy's going. Okay, so this isn't going to happen now because yeah, it's the Grapes of Wrath coaster. Okay, so yeah, it passes the third block section. This guy's coming up to the second block section. So again, like I said, this isn't going to happen now. What is going on? This guy's already passed the block section number 4. He's going through the bow tie, and he's going into block section number 5. This car here is coming up to block section number... Oh, we're going to have some stoppage here. We're going to have some stoppage. Are we going to have some stoppage? Yes, we are. And... off we go. Is that really a big deal? Probably. That's gonna just drop the excitement to a rock. I mean, drop it to a rock. Like a rock. But it didn't stop anybody here. Okay, so that's fine. That's good. That's good. I think I'm going to actually cut out all the land here so all this stuff is together on this side, and then like that side's another thing by itself. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do some landscaping after. Oh, hey, Mineswept. Yeah, I forgot to say hey. I did read your comment, but I just didn't read it was you. Okay, it still hasn't stopped. Okay, so it's still running. We got shitty numbers, but just wait. One of these coasters is coming in at a 4 point something. I tell you, a 4 point something. Okay, so we have a problem here now. For some reason, this bigger loop... I don't know what's going on here. This is kind of weird. But I haven't changed anything since the other problem we had. Thing is, if they're done properly, it should never stop the train. The worst thing you should ever have is a train waiting to unload. But I think what's happened here is the adjustment I've made here has made this take longer. Sorry, can't help you. See? Look, just a different car and the fears come in at 5.16. That doesn't make any sense at all. And how do you work with that? I guess what I'm gonna have to do is once I figure out the block section and get it all working, like, because now it seems to be working properly. What I need, I think, is a double here. That's what I really need. That's what needs to go on. I need to change this area here so that I have actually one block section here and one block section here, so that we can have a train come in and clear that section so this one can go on. And that should give me the ability to run 4 trains. But I only want to run 3. This coaster's long enough to run 3, I think. Though I don't know if any coasters run 3 in real life. I don't know if that's a thing. So, I will say that this is going to have other repercussions. One of them being, hey Jacob. This is going to have to move. I got to move this. Okay. We're gonna have to close the train. Goody. Come on. Click and wait. I forgot about that. Okay. That's not good. But we'll see what we can do. Like, nope, you almost had it. Almost, but then you let go of the mouse. Or it was actually moved. Come on. Yeah, see, the problem here is the train doesn't want to do this. It's not that it won't do it. It's that what I'm trying to do is just too much for it to do in one go. So I'd have to do it over and over and over until I finally got it. And you know what? I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to pull this back to... Excuse me. Damn you, Red Bull. And we're going to straighten this up. We're going to straighten that out. What's wrong with you? Why won't you go there? Hello? What's wrong with that? Why would you have a problem with that? Huh? Now that you have grapes, you're kind of a bit disappointed. Just a little. Okay. Okay, that's fine then. I don't understand you, game. No, I don't want to attach to that. No, I don't want that to happen either. I would like to delete that and that. Come on. What? You just got a bad attitude, Rail. You just, come on, move! Move! Holy crap. Sometimes, some trains, you know. Okay, so that's not what I'm going to end up doing. I think what's going to end up having to happen is all this is going to have to move, all of it. I'm going to have to cut into the river here a bit. Move this over. If I move that over, I'll have room for an overpass, an overwalk. And overwalk. Let's build an overwalk. Okay, so let's just say that train is done. And I don't know why we need to test the train. Is it going to be like a nauseating train ride? Okay, now, back to fixing stuff. We need to, yeah, keep testing. Because your fear levels are just insane. Okay, so we're gonna see if I can lift this just by itself, and it's gonna go, no, you can't lift that by itself, 'cause stuff. Okay, so we're gonna see this, and we're gonna take the brakes off this, and now we're gonna lift this, 'cause you know. And now we're gonna choose. What? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Really? No, I wanna work from this side. I need to go down. Down. Boom. Track limits exceeded. Why? Because there was brakes on that. And there's limits on the brakes. Okay, so what we should have is 2 cars or 3 cars at the station waiting to go. Waiting to completely destroy passengers' hopes and dreams. No. They wouldn't do that, would they? Boy, this doesn't have enough loops and twists and inversions. I won't be making a new coaster today. I'm just in the middle of building one. So, yes, I can. Not for a while until this one's built. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen. Okay, okay, so we're gonna need to do something here, because I don't like that. That's gonna have to, like, angle a bit. And that's more than a bit. Like 6 degrees. Okay, 5.26 is fine with... I don't know if that'll work. But they seem pretty scared when they get there. Actually, they're just a scared bunch anyway. Okay, so here we go. This number... Look at this. Look at that. Look at the timing on that. But it stopped anyway. For some reason. It went, okay, I'm gonna stop anyway. You know what? Screw you, game. I'm gonna make that little, that ramp, I'm gonna make this slower. You can't do that to me. You know who I am? It doesn't care. I'm just kidding. I'm nobody. I'm just gonna, like, fix your stuff. You haven't seen track like that? Single rail? Or you haven't seen a track in a configuration like this? I haven't seen a track in the configuration like this either. Okay, so yes, the lift is a tiny bit slower, but hopefully we get our timing better here. Okay, so they're waiting to load, or this is loading. This is at the top here. As soon as this passes off the top, this will go up. Okay, so that's the quickest it can go. If it's slower, that's fine, because this will be past this block section here. Okay, so we've figured out the first block section. Or have we? I think we have. Okay, there we go. So that's the quickest one could be here. So now we got to make sure that this guy has made it to this block section before this guy can make it to this block section. Yeah, see, I'm with you. I don't know much about roller coasters. Mineswept knows lots about roller coasters. Like he has clearly just stated. So I don't know. See, I don't know what this would be considered. Would RMC make a coaster like this? Don't they make a hybrid? I don't know. I gotta watch more documentaries. And I gotta worry about my coaster, not everybody else's. Let's get this on. Okay, so here we go. The third one's going into the bow tie right now. No matter how slow he goes, we're fine. No, we're not. No, we're not. Oh yeah, we are. No, we're not. No, we're not. Ah, I got it. I know how to fix this. Yeah, I think the track is a little off, isn't it? I know one of them really reminds me of an RMC I don't know if it's this style here. Like that. The big steel beams. And the solid... No, it's still I-beam. Still. But yeah, it is a little different because, of course, they're known for their smoothness. Not that I've ever been on one. Okay, so my real life coaster experiences suck. Okay, so we're gonna have to change this. This is a problem. Now, if I do that, it's gonna bend it in the wrong place. I want to bring this down. Yeah, I think it's closer than the old mill one. Okay, so if I make that faster... we might be out of this section. But is there any reason a car could be closer? Can a car be closer for any reason? Shouldn't be. Because then it would have passed this before this left here. Okay, okay. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this is coming over here right now, and this is going in here. So this will definitely be passed here before this. See, I had the same problem with the with this. And this is supposed to be like a big coaster too, but in a much smaller area than that is. So it hasn't got jammed up where we had one car sitting here, one car sitting at the top here, and one car sitting here just idling. That hasn't happened. But, for some reason, my numbers have gone down to 5.95. My fear's okay. Okay, so when is this gonna happen? Why is this a thing? Okay. Everything just stopped. And it completely restarted the testing for... because I clicked somewhere. And something happened. Whoops. Okay, so... in order to fix this, we're actually going to have to take all of this right up to the turn back loop here. Which is actually a imminent man. It's a, I don't know. It's a 180 loop right. I don't know. Imminent? I mean, yeah, whatever. So this is all gonna have to move and become shorter. Or somehow I need to move the brake sooner. But see, what they need to do here for testing see, I got a whole bunch of extra stuff in here too, eh? So it's not just the loops. If I were to shrink this up, pull this out, Immelman. Yeah, now that I say it like that, it sounds right. Immelman. Yes. Okay, so what I want to do is delete this and put it here. Where'd it go? It's right here. No? Oh, it's a loop. Immelman is right there. Okay, and now we're gonna have to resize everything and change everything because it moved. $46? Is that what it is nowadays? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm already on this. I'm already on the Steam page, like right now. Thor page. Well, what am I saying? My price is gonna be in Canadian, and I'm gonna guess it's $60. It's $60, so it hasn't gone down in a while. Good No Limits too. It's and different, and a completely different thing. Okay, so let's take this and just sort of bring it within range of this. And then clean this up a bit. And bank. You must bank. Actually, this could use a little banking here too. Where's my banking controls? Excuse me, sir. You have no allow for banking here? Oh, I guess maybe not. No Limits 2 is a roller coaster simulator. This is a theme park simulator. Two different things. Two completely different things. Okay, so have we fixed the problem? Of course, now everybody's going to be... What? I didn't do that. Everybody's going to even be more terrified. And I don't know if we fixed the problem. Okay, we're coming over here around the downward helix. Basically just fix it up here. Yeah, you know, I was going, I should put a loop in here. No, I shouldn't put a loop in there. I should just leave that the way it is. Excitement's going down. This train hasn't left the station yet. For some reason, it's just sitting there. What's going on? Are you broken, Planet Coaster? Seriously. There's no reason for that train to be sitting there right now during testing. The only reason that train should be sitting there was if there was a train sitting here. And this isn't going to be able to finish its ride. It's going to hit the block section right here and stop because this train is not going. Where's the other train? Okay, we'll do it again. Now there's 3 trains on the track. This should work now. I've taken way too much out of the track, though. $44.99 US? That's a pretty good deal. You know, there's not many games that I've bought that I've got a you know, look at it here. Come on. I'm just gonna say it was $60, but I'm pretty sure I paid $75 or maybe 80 because I've had it since alpha, since the first alpha. So that's a little different, but I'm just gonna go with what it is right now. Divided by 256 hours, 252 hours. 23 cents an hour. And if I look at my profile, where am I here? If I look at my profile on Steam and look at the games I've played, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Games. You know, the next after that is Fallout 4, and Fallout 4 I paid $131 for. I know that for a fact. And I got 129 hours out of it. So it cost me $1.02 an hour. So that's the next best thing in my library. And I've got 309 games in my library. So, yeah, it's a pretty damn good deal, I'd say. How much time do you have in No Limits 2? Okay, so there's the first coaster over there. We made it. We made it. I guess I can even see how much time you have in No Limits too. Where's my No Limits 2? Ah! That's weird. I've only got 30 hours into No Limits 2. Which I'd say for an end user is... I've never built a track, ever. But... Ooh, that Berserker looks pretty cool. I'm gonna have to do another episode of... I might have some time on Friday. I've got, the day off, but I've got some appointments I need to do. So I need to do an episode of No Limits 2 Workshop Creations. Yeah. Well, it's the same with this. That time is only this park. It was only then that I moved my key. I got my key from Frontier and hooked it up to my Steam account. Why are these numbers so bad now? Oh, I'm pretty sure your coasters will show up in my list, right? Won't they? Brands. Where is it? Why have they hidden it? Because I pressed the wrong button. Browse the workshop. Or you haven't published it? Is that what's going on? Oh yeah, there's some pretty cool ones out there. Yeah, if you want to. I see Dennis has a new one out. I'll check that one out for sure. Coaster Galaxy World, of course. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. If it's ready, don't put it up before it's not ready. We'll just get it in the next episode. But if you want to, and you feel it's done, of course, you know, you must realize that I'm not critical of Coaster. Yeah, if you want to throw it up for me, I will definitely throw it in an episode. I'm going to work on that episode this weekend. Actually, Roller Coaster 12. I don't even know who Roller Coaster 12 is, but he's been in, you know, in multiple places. I've talked to him. He was bugging me yesterday, asking me, when am I going to do the next episode? Because he's not interested in my Planet Coaster streams. What time on Friday? I don't know. I have no idea. When I'm up for it? I don't know. I've been really having a hard time sitting down and recording lately. I haven't done any in weeks. I keep on saying to myself, okay, as soon as I'm done this stream, I'm going to record. You know, what's really bad, and it is really bad. I haven't finished Little Nightmares yet. I haven't finished Bendy and the Ink Machine. I bought a new game the other day, or the other week, and I'm still buying games like I was doing daily videos. But I'm not doing the daily videos anymore. Though I bought Die Young. It looks kind of cool. I might try to do a live stream of it, but it really isn't made for that. It would be better me doing an edited video. And of course I've been trying to do Quern. I felt that wasn't ideal for live streaming. Oh, see, we're still getting the problem here. Why are we still getting this problem? Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? He's like, no, I'm not gonna wait until he's... Okay. Yeah, so yeah, there's so much that I should get to. And so much that I don't get to. It's not good. So yeah, it's hard to say. I would say it would be somewhere around... 1 o'clock, maybe? In the afternoon? I'd be guessing, though, Josh. Really, I would. So we shortened this drastically. Like, I took an entire double piece out of there and a double piece out of there and moved all this in. And again, there's another one waiting even longer. Damn, this is frustrating. This is exactly what happened when I was building this. Exactly the same thing. I almost think shortening it made it worse. Don't know how that's possible. Why do I have this selected? Okay, so again, we gotta figure this out. And it's just destroying the numbers too. The excitement can't be this low. It cannot possibly be this low. If I go and look at this track, what's destroying the excitement? If the fear is down to 4.39, how is the excitement? Like, what's dragging down the excitement? The lift isn't exciting for you? Not exciting enough for you? How is the excitement 4.39? Because there's like one little tiny bit that's just not exciting? How is this even a thing? If we exclude the lift, there's only two numbers I see that are lower than 4.39, and that's 1.96 here and 1.85 here. Everything else, other than, of course, the start of the ride, is higher than the 4.39. I think it's a little late to do that, wouldn't you agree? Like, look at that timing, it's perfect. And yet, somehow the excitement levels are different here. I guess excitement's 5.97, not 4.39. But still, like, there's a 10.4, there's like, numbers are all 6 something and a higher, except for little pieces. Okay, minimum 60 seconds. I don't think this thing's waiting 60 seconds, to tell you the truth. There's no way in the world it's waiting 60 seconds. Because watch. This'll get in here. Okay, let's wait. Okay, so we're here. As soon as this thing passes this point, that train will go. And that's bad, because that's not following the actual loading instructions that I've set on this. So how is testing even viable? That wasn't 60 seconds. Yeah. So, what point is testing? There's no point in testing. So, what I'm going to do here is this. Screw it. Basically, we're going to go block sectioned, no. One track, okay. That's what we're going to do. One car. Test. I don't give a crap. I don't care what happens. Test one car. We'll take what we get for fear, and we'll fix everything based on one car, and then we'll switch over to multiple cars, and it should just work. I find that hard to believe. It's like as soon as the train's gone, I'm changing the station. I really find that hard to believe, but we'll see. Like, I'm sorry. It's kind of funny to me. I'm a software developer, so like no, you've got to test this properly. You've got to test real world scenarios. You know, you can't just make like, I don't know. Yeah. So the other thing I might do is try to make this a little quicker, because this is killing the excitement as well for some reason. But if I took that and actually lowered this so that it all like smoothly went down and followed this contour as opposed to straightening flat out and then going, we might be able to get a little more excitement out of it. Or stop the massive reduction in excitement that's happening to me right now. But yeah, this is a pretty high coaster. That's like 68 meters or 70 meters. So, you know, let's say 3 feet. The meter. Well, is it? No, this is 3 meters high. So that is actually 67 meters. So what's 67 meters? Make the hill up, the first brakes into a double up. Frame rate's just awful. CPU is pinned though at 100%. 99, 100. 97, 100. Yeah, so basically what's going on right now is my CPU is pinned at 100% at 4 gigahertz. Okay, so what I'm going to do is see if I can improve this a little. You know, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I've got one page open in Google, and it was running 30 threads. Planet Coaster's only running 40 threads. And using 66% of my CPU. My streaming software is only using 5% of my CPU. But yet... Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped. Okay, so my frame rate's better. So a lot of what's using my frame rate, using up my valuable CPU resources, is Google Chrome. For some reason. Okay, so we still haven't got numbers on this. This is still not giving me numbers. It actually has stopped the test somehow and is riding a coaster around it, and we're not testing. Somehow. Because, you know, Planet Coaster. Seriously, game. What are you doing, game? You see that? But yeah, basically, I've got 100% CPU usage across 8 cores. Okay, here we go. It's actually a hyper-threading, 4 hyper-threading cores. But really, just pretending to be 8 cores. Okay. That's not too bad. Still, test still running. I'm just amazed I haven't got numbers off this thing yet. I swear I was doing something wrong. Why are there brakes up here? Here? Block section. After the lift? Block section. Well, it didn't seem to be. Wasn't working like that, I tell ya. The train would sit here until the thing passed here. So that might be something that's in No Limits too. But here I had to block section. Because if I didn't, different stuff happened. So I don't think when you say I have too many block sections, I think some of the things that auto block section in No Limits too, like the station does here, just don't do it here. Guessing. No idea, really. Okay, can we get some numbers? Can we get some numbers? Can you tell us how we did here? What's the reality of it? Don't be shy. Oh, you shit yourself out of fear, did you? Well, that's not good. Obviously, you're not shy. So, it made them nauseous. They crapped their pants and it wasn't very exciting. Lies, I tell you. It's all lies. So, where's the fear? Why are you so scared of this? This, for some reason, right here is very scary. Oh, we could test it to be sure, you know. You know, everybody here wants to know how this works. Let's figure it out. So, if we unsection that, we go into here, we block section the track, and we put 5 trains on it. Right? We're bound to run into a problem with 5 trains. Yeah, come on. How could you not be excited about puking and crapping yourself? It's like, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Everybody's moving now? Everybody's moving. So at some point, we should have somebody sitting here and somebody hitting this. Or somebody still in this area while somebody's hitting this. It's actually going to go wrong much sooner than that, I'm sure. I'm sure there's no coaster in the world that has 5 trains on it. Yeah, okay, so this guy's stopping here because this guy stopped here because this guy's still on this piece of track. So there's our first problem. I am going to have to do something about this. I really am. What I think it might be, though, is having a loop up here, a loop in the middle, and a loop down below. Like, changing the loops heights and the distance they are apart, and moving the whole thing up closer so it starts sooner. Double loops I've seen. I haven't seen a triple loop, though, so that's why I wanted to do it. More than 5. Okay, so here we go. Are you stopping? You're stopping. This guy's still in here. It's stopping this guy. It's stopping this guy. It stopped this guy. So yes, there is a block section there. But it's a weird block section. Because it actually stops the chain lift. And now the chain lift will continue. I guess I'm fine with that. I guess I never put the 5 cars on it to see what would happen. You know, if I there's a reason they don't do 3 loops in a row. What's that? Union? Union says they're not allowed to build 3 loops in a row? I don't know. Why wouldn't they do that? I made them smaller and smaller and smaller, so you felt like you were being crushed. Why? Yeah, that's not why. Okay. Actually, 5 trains isn't doing too bad. There's a lot of coasters I notice that do stop up here. But I don't want 5 coasters. I only want 3. Yeah, let's change this back. And just turn off block sectioning is all I'm going to do. Okay, so we have a problem, and our problem is this area is not fast enough. Or sorry, I shouldn't say it's not fast enough, but it takes up too much time to get through. But I also have a problem that if I put a small loop, a medium loop, or sorry, a loop here, and a loop here, I'm not going to be able to have this reducing size in loops. Because I can't move the big one, because it needs this much potential in order to work. So I'm going to have to be very careful here. However, if I remove this, it might do it. The problem with removing it at all is it's like this is a very exciting part of the track. Well, at least the going in Or coming out of it is exciting. But going into the loop doesn't seem to be as exciting. I don't know why going into a loop wouldn't be exciting. Why is that a thing? Why would going into a loop... You're like, whoa! You know, you're being pushed into your seat. Oh. I guess you're slowing down? Oh, it's more exciting this time, though. Why is that a thing? Why is the excitement levels going up? How is this... Okay, so this has been happening all day. Or not all day. I've only been playing for... Like, look, the excitement levels are changing as it goes over the track again. Okay, so, okay, maybe one set of excitement levels are based on some of those 5 trains. Like, this thing's exciting right to the end now. Okay, whatever though. We need to do something about this. Little negative G lift there. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it was some of it was left over from the 5 trains, yeah. That were stopping. Okay, I could try run this right off here. And see what we end up with. Come on. Okay, and then one more. So I want to... Come on, Planet Coaster. There we go. Thank you, Planet Coaster. I want to make this the Immelman. But in order to do that, this whole thing's gonna have to move. And not that way. Gonna have to move this way. Not liking what's happening here. Why are you still moving? Stop moving. I'm not moving. Why are you moving? I hit escape like 5 seconds ago, so it wouldn't be... Oh, it's still attached to it. Stop. 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 Go back to where you were. Sorry. Okay, let's get this out of here. And we'll put another one on. No. You stupid game. Sorry. I click this. I hit delete and it deletes. Yeah. Still hasn't deleted it. There we go. Now. No, I want to get rid of you. And you. There we go. Now we want the bow tie. Oh, come on. You don't like my bow tie? Let's try that again. I don't even know if I like my bow tie. think it needs to be a right, though. Definitely needs to be a right. Yeah, that's it. Also needs to be a bit bigger, doesn't it? Fucking stupid. Oh my god, this just drives me insane. All that mouse movement, it's like, nope, not doing anything, not doing anything, no, not doing anything. Okay, doing something. Again. As far as I'm concerned, is if you have it dead center, it should be as small as it can go. And as you move things out, but, you know, what do I know? What the hell do I know? I have only played this for 200 plus hours. Hey, Lee. No, 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 no. Undo, undo, undo. Hey! How's it going, Epic? I haven't seen you in your YouTube forum for a while. Okay, so I think what's going to have to happen here is this is going to have to change into a two break sections. I'm going to have to delete this. The last update had one ride, but there's an update coming out on the 27th, the summer update. And it looks like it's going to be unbelievably awesome. Okay, so that needs to go there. That needs to go like that. That just needs to be a piece of track. And I need to go back here. Come on, freaking stop that. Thank you. I need to go back here, I said. Okay, here we go. Off the bow tie. Trim. Trim. I wanted that to happen. Okay, so this is our block section here. And it's way too far away. This is what I really needed to do. Is change the angle a little as I come off this. Yeah. Yeah. Tell you what, guys, mine is better. Is it a contest? I didn't even know it was a contest. If it's a contest, I'm gonna have to just like quit playing every other game and no. And just concentrate on this. That's not gonna make it, is that gonna make it? No! Come on. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. More. More. I'd like more. I want more. Can I have more, please? Finally, more. I don't know how well that's working out. I don't know how that's working out for me. This actually needs to come down. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It thinks it does. Okay, back that up. Okay, well, I know your limits. Your limits are all lies. See? Lies. Lies, I tell you. Okay, we're ready for more testing. So now that I think about it, there. It's not too shabby. I need to work on this here, this little wiggle. Which means I'm probably gonna have to do something with the loops again. I hate having to change the loops. But there is only 2 now, so maybe it won't be so bad. Oh, and I just figured out something else I can do. Okay, not so bad. I don't mind that at all. What do we get? Better than before. Much better than before. Okay, so the other thing I know we can do here, because I know that there's more energy left in this, is because we have that space now, we can blow that up a bit. And I wonder... if you were here for the beginning of the build, there was actually another coaster coming up here. I think you were... Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you weren't here. There was another coaster here, and they both... One came up on one side, one came up on the other. And then they looped around each other and did their own thing. So it was like 2 coasters intermingling on the launch. But what happened was it just got too busy. Well, they were excited about crapping their pants and barfing everywhere. There's a big difference, you know, big difference. If they didn't, you know, well, I don't know. But I'm gonna be making... I'm just gonna change up a couple things here right now. basically, in trying to solve this issue we have here with this like horrifying 9.5, this is where all the fear is coming from. Is right here, right at the end of this loop. So there's two ways I can try to alleviate that. One is to make the loop bigger. I'm not going to do that. The other way to do it, I think, is to take this and this and lift it all up. You're not going to let me lift it all up. You're going to change what I selected and do something else completely different. Okay, let's take that. Oh, I keep on forgetting you can't control click track parts. My bad. And okay, so we're going to lift this up. Still need to... Okay, you're going to have to explain double up. No, I'm using XSplit. I bought my Planet Coaster. I don't know the answer to that, Kansas. I bought my Planet Coaster when it was in early alpha, when it first came out. Because I had beta on Elite Dangerous too, so I got into it early. And of course, because of my No Limits 2 Workshop Creations, I just jumped on the chance for another coaster thing. And now I look back and I'm hundreds of hours in, and I only have this to show for it. It's a little overwhelming at times. The amount of work that's gone into things in my park. It's totally overwhelming at times. Like, it doesn't look like a lot of detail when you're way out there. But then, like, you know, you zoom in here and you start looking at all this and all the people. There's like right now right now it's there's only 9,800 people here. But usually there's like almost 11,000 people here. So, yeah, I love this game. Okay, so let me get high enough so that I have room to move this. Not exactly doing what I want. And then it just goes and does what I'm not even touching the mouse anymore. It's just going and doing whatever it wants. Okay, that's actually pretty close to what I want. An airtime hill that has a second level. Okay, well, let's fix the fear issue. And then we'll start looking into that stuff. I am going to spend some time on this coaster. It's not going to be like the last few coasters that were built in like 4 hours or 6 hours. Yeah, Kansas. What kind of machine are you running? Because I don't think everybody can be expecting to build parks like this for some reason. I think I made that too high. I made that too high. Right now, in order to run this, like I say, my CPU is running at almost 100%, and I'm running it on a it's i7 97. i7 4790K with dual Titan X's in it. So if you're expecting to build stuff like this, even me, if I start monitoring my streams, like, as you know, I'm streaming right now, you're watching it, I find I get massive drops in frame rate, like down to the point where it's unplayable. So you need a reasonably good video card, and you need an excellent CPU if you're going to build something this big. But talk to Mindswept. He'd tell you need no limits too. And not Planet Coaster at all. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, so let me see if this is going to be a bit better here. It should be. I hate that it doesn't really smooth things out properly. But I guess there is... Whoa! 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 What happened here? What? Okay, that was not... This is not part of the plan. This is not what I want to be doing. Okay. Let's undo that. Okay, so we got this back in our hands. Let's take this, because we can easily make that adjustment down here, but we don't have the room to make that adjustment here. So we're gonna have to take this whole thing. Yeah, you should be able to build reasonable parks, but I wouldn't expect to be able to build something like this. My problem is these wooden coasters. These things are killer. "7 years old?" Yeah. I think you'd be able to play it, but it depends on your graphics card. But it wouldn't work very well on a 7-year-old PC. I hate to say, you know, they've done a great job on the game, but they haven't done a great job on the optimizations. And it's inherent in what we've done here. Because I'm running in a living world. I'm not running in a compiled world, if you know what I mean. If we were able to take this world and compile it into something that was pre-built, it would run a lot faster. Because we'd be able to optimize what we see, what's rendered from different places. With this, the way it is right now, that optimization can't occur because we're running live in a working park. Again, I'm not saying nothing bad about the game. I love the game. The game is awesome. Okay, so we got to fix everything that this. Yeah, just keep going, keep going. I had it where I wanted it. We got to fix everything. And now this. Okay, I almost feel as though this needs to come up a little. Needs to come up a little. I guess the best way to do that is actually doing this. There we go. Now the problem, of course, is this is back on an angle again. Oh, what did I just do? I'm an idiot. Look, 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 look! It's gone, it's gone, it's gone! It's a 6.8! They're not scared anymore. It was a 9.5. Where's the problem now? Yeah, 3 years old. Well, and again, it depends. It really depends. It really depends. You know, to tell you the truth, I found my frame rate doesn't change if I can run from anywhere from, you know, and this is what I mean. It's very CPU bound, whereas I thought it originally. You know, okay, so right now I'm running everything on Ultra. I did drop this down, but you know what? We can crank that right up. And it makes no difference at all to my frame rate. So it's not GPU intense in that way. It's definitely a CPU. Like my GPUs are running at pretty low. Let's ride something. Let's go for rides. Okay, you know, I'm 2 hours and 10 minutes in. Let's run a few rides. I haven't run a ride all day. We'll wait until the old mill gets back in here, and we'll ride the old mill coaster. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I was just pressing buttons. Was it undoing anything? It is. It's doing like crazy shit. What is it doing this for? Huh? There we go. You fixed? We all good? We're friends again? Whoops, I screwed up. Talk about an epic failure. So yeah, you're like I said, your dad's PC probably wouldn't have a problem, but a 7-year-old PC, I think. Whoa, what did I just do? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna ride it by ourselves then. Fine. Let's go. I hate when I accidentally close a coaster. But yeah, you know, I'm starting to think a lot of my frame rate, like, it's not great right now. It's acceptable. But a lot of my frame rate issues is because I have 4 browser windows open. Everyone was running a video through it. You know, I have massive amounts of bandwidth, so. So you can probably understand why a wooden coaster with all these rails and all the lattice work and all that would be a lot more to render. This is actually playing really well right now. I'm actually quite pleased with the way it's going. But yeah, you can't go wrong with Planet Coaster. I just hate to see people buying it and having like massive performance issues. But I think a lot of that is when, you know, a lot of the things I've done in this are probably bad ideas to begin with. If that makes any sense. You know, if I were to look at this, like, oh, I love that ride. That was awesome. If I were to look at this and pick out big mistakes, this building right here is a big mistake. That building has 6,747 parts to it. That was a mistake. I couldn't even put a back on it, because if I, you know, brought that level up to 10,000 parts, oh yeah, you can do plenty wrong. Like, I don't know. Again, we got to stop comparing the two, because they're two different things. If you want to do this in No Limits 2, you're going to need your own 3D stuff. You're going to have to make your own textures. You're going to have to... Yeah. 6,600 and oh, 74, not 47. Sorry. My Lysdexia is coming out. Okay, so we rode that one. You know what? We got a ride. This is the oldest coaster in the park. It's also a very prestigious coaster, I think. Right now it's at 10,099. People don't like the line. The line's always like absolutely huge. Yeah, No Limits is if you want to make coasters. And have but again, learn the engineering of making coasters. This is if you want to make theme parks that have 10 coasters in them, and buildings, and paths, and people. Like, that's the big thing. Planet Coaster has people in it. You have customers you're serving. There's a micromanagement portion to it, if you like. There is no micromanagement portion to No Limits 2. It's all building coasters. So, yeah, it's two completely different worlds. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. But yes, they're both awesome worlds. Really. You know what? You know what? Let's fix this. There's something that's bugged the crap out of me for the longest time, and now, with the latest version of Planet Coaster, I can fix this. Shit, I need to close the ride. We have closed the ride. Okay, so my problem has always been this. It's not round enough. It's more of a square. Oh, that's not what I want to do at all. So you want me to move it up and down? Well, that's... Come on, really? You got left and right and up and down, but you got no back and forth. Okay, maybe I can't fix it. Okay, maybe I can fix this side? No, you can't. That's it. You can't do that. What are you, crazy? What's it doing? Well, yeah, it's not the problem, though. The problem seems to be that it won't let me do things in the plane that I want. But, you know, yeah, we can flatten this out. No, we can't. Okay, maybe we can. So much for snap to angle, eh? It's snapping to 0.57. Oh, it was 0 there for a second. Okay, 0.12. That should take care of that. But, again, why? Okay, actually, you know what? That sort of did it, didn't it? That's a little more rounded. Like, because it should be more like an upside down teardrop. You know, going in. But of course, this is a different animal because, of course, it comes out into a downward, an upward helix. That didn't do it. That needs to be more up. A little bit better. Okay, well, I guess there's only one way to find out. And that's to ride it. The loop should look like a Z, or Z, or whatever we want to call it, depending where we're from. When you look at it from straight above. Problem with smoothing the loop is it's gonna shrink it. That was the problem I fought with when I was building it, is every time I get it just right where I just needed to smooth it, I'd smooth it and it would just go boop and make it smaller. But yeah, one is the pronunciation, the other one's the name of the letter. And like I said, it depends on where you're from. Oh, there's a little bit of a... Oh. You see that? It's also right here. How is this? How is it supposed to be 130? Like, I don't understand. Okay. We can always undo. See what I mean? It just completely undoes everything that I want. And now now actually the cars are hitting the rocks. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe we're clear. Okay, should I make it bigger first and then try to smooth it? Yeah, it's more circular. It's definitely more circular. I will give you that. Whether or not that's what we're going for here, I don't know. I almost feel as though... Yeah, I really wish I could move it. Like the whole thing, just shift it forward a bit. Notice it hasn't given me any numbers yet. It wants to make a few runs and average them. I guess I keep on changing it. I can't believe I'm going back and making changes to the first coaster that was added to the park. I'd hate to make it worse. Not that it was bad. It actually had a reasonably good score. Okay, here we go. Diving into the loop. I think a little wobbly on the top. But other than that, it probably is better. It didn't feel like you were going around a square. It always bugged me that it felt like you were going around a square. Okay, what do we got? 9.4. You can't get a 9.4. 7.3. That's perfect. Stop test. Stop test. Stop build. Get out. Done. Open coaster. Before we lose too much money. I changed it. Yes. Yes. This whole... From basically from here, all of this. That the loop around the whole thing and the downward helix and into the... Yes, I did all that. I will agree with you 100%. Epic helped me with most of the rest of this, but I did come in after and do a lot of all the scenery and all the rocks and all that, and that made me change this. I wanted something else here, but that it wouldn't let me do that. I tried. But yeah. So that, I believe, is better. It hasn't raised the prestige at all, but I don't care. Where's everybody? Why aren't there people here yet? It's open. That's why it's warbly. But I didn't adjust that. I just pulled height. I pulled height. I just went up. So the warbliness shouldn't have occurred. But it's not all warbly. It's a lot less warbly than it was before. And okay, so the what we've got here is, yeah, I guess there's a little, this could be moved a little out that way. That could be moved out. But again, we're being picky when there's like 10 other coasters here that are in much worse condition that would need a lot more work to get them into the shape that one's in. But we're also gonna go for a ride in this. I like riding this for some reason. I don't know. This is the dueling coasters. So there's another one right there, and we're racing it right now. Kind of freaky. And I like to take the blue one because the red one is quicker. Not quicker, sorry. The red one has a smaller outer corner at the beginning. And then a larger, nice job there, Planet Coaster. Having a little trouble with them reflections on the water, are ya? Oh well, that's fine. into the loops. There's only 2 of them. We need more banking here. We need more banking here. But again, like I said, if I spent all those times, I would have spent. There'd be no scenery around these things, and it wouldn't look like a theme park. It looked like a bunch of coasters in a field. And yeah, that's my dueling coasters, and they come in pretty well the same time. The blue one's just like a half a second later. But you know what? One last ride, because my frame rate is so good right now, and I'm kind of enjoying that. I'm gonna go on a ride of the old mill, not the old mill, the mine, the broke miner, and one last ride before we call this a day. And I'm only calling it a day now because I am starving. It's 10 to 9 here. I haven't eaten since like 1:45 this afternoon. And I don't know if you can hear my stomach, but it wants food. And I'm kind of feeling yeah, I need food. Yeah, so here we go. This is the Red Rock Miner, the Red Rock Mine Run, the Mine Runner, the Red Rock Mine. I don't know what it is. It's the coaster with all the desert rock in it. And it's probably the closest I have to an RMC. But it's still not quite right. A lot of fun though. This inversion is bad. It's too long. But it was the only way it didn't make them too scared and vomit all over themselves. I'm tired of cleaning up the corner. And we're running through the final tunnel. It feels like you're upside down, but you're not. It's weird, I don't know. For some reason, you lose sense of direction, or up, down through that tunnel, if one part of it. But yeah, that's the Broke Miner. I called it that. It's actually not called that. It's called the Red Rock Racer or something like that. But I called it that because it was always broken. The Red Rock Miner, or the whatever, has broken again. This is broken again. But like I said, we're gonna leave this here today. I wish I could play more. Play. I just called this playing. This isn't playing. This is some serious shit. And I wish I could do more serious shit. But we're gonna have to come back and do that later. Again, it's gonna be a lot of this coaster. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna make it work the way we want it to, because this is not ideal. It still has not lowered that number, even though we've got this fear down the way we want it. We'll fix that next time. And until then, I'm Gameface. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.